Hello, America, and welcome to Bridging the Gap. And I'm your host, George G. Money Willis. And I like to say morning, but it's not. It's afternoon. It's Wednesday afternoon, and I'm getting ready to go to church. I'm going to Bible study. And that's right, I'm going like this. I don't have to wear a suit all the time to go to church, but I do wear a suit to church on Sundays most times. But I want to talk to you real brief because it's on my heart about success. You know, I run into so many people that think they don't have an option. We have option, people. I can remember, man, being homeless, and then my mom had an apartment and she let me move into it, right? And when I moved into the apartment, my girlfriend moved in with me, and we had a kid, my oldest son, and I couldn't pay the rent, so I called my dad, and I said, "Dad, would you loan me the money to pay the rent?" And he said, "Okay, is the baby and the girl there with you?" "Yeah." So he was like, "Okay, but you're going to have to pay me back." So he loaned me the money. Right after that, me and the girl got into a big argument, and she left and went back home to her mom and took my son with her. Well, when she got home, she called my dad and said, "I had to leave him. I can't stay there with him because I was in active addiction, and I was almost impossible to live with, you could imagine." So my dad called and said, "Hey, I want my money back." And I was like, "Dad, you loaned me the money and I paid the rent." He said, "I only gave you that money because your son and that girl was there." And I don't want to call her name. I don't want to put her out like that. But I love my son, you know. So I said, "Dad, I don't have the money. I paid the rent." He said, "Get my money. I want my money." And he was serious. So eventually, you know, I grew some courage. And I said, "Well, if you want it, come get it, you so-and-so." He hung up the phone. He didn't say nothing. Right after that, and God is so good, man. God works in mysterious ways. Right after that, my sister called and said, "Hey, you want to go to Stone Mountain? We're going to a barbecue." So I was like, "Yeah," and I forgot all about my dad. My sister came and got me, and I went to Stone Mountain. When I got back home that evening, my next door neighbor came and knocked on the door and said, "Man, your dad was banging on your door with a gun, saying, 'I know you're in there.'" And I was like, "Oh my goodness." And then he finally caught up with me. He called me. We talked. Because I left home. I was scared to stay there, right? And we finally talked, and he said, "I was going to send you back where I got you from." You know that saying, "I brought you in, I'll take you out"? That's what he meant. But today, me and my dad have a really good relationship. We spend a lot of time together, and I still fear him like crazy. He's 74 years old. He's a little guy, but he do not play. Command Sergeant Major in the Army, 38 years in the military. He do not play. But things change, and I'm here now. I'm here, and we have a really good relationship. I have to read something from the Bible. I have nothing picked out. Let's go to Matthew 7:7. And you know what? I didn't know Bible verses till lately, until I started reading the Bible a lot. Matthew 7:7 says, "Keep on asking and you will receive what you ask for. Keep on seeking and you will find. Keep on knocking and the door will be open to you." People, I'm telling you, we are not a lost cause. It is possible, but you got to be willing to put in the work. Hey, man, you got through all those trials and tribulations. You got through whatever God has put you through, and you have come through it on the other side. So who's to say you can't succeed? And we're going to continue to bridge the gap.